So, good morning, all of you friends. Today is the last day for COVID 19 3.0 lockdown, and hopefully it may be extended. Of course, the extension may not be that rigorous, it will be with certain loose restrictions, and the normalcy of life may be restored in my view. Anyway, previously we used to hear about the plight of the so-called victims of COVID-19. So many admitted, so many died, and so many left the hospital, all these things. But for the past 4 or 5 days, we have been hearing the pathetic condition of the migrant labor. The migrant labor who are stuck up, who are stranded at different places, and now all of them want to get back to their states. So en route they are being hounded by the police, they are being prevented from going further, they are being given shelter in some places. Anyway, the plight of the migrant laborers is heart touching, and one cannot stop shedding tears on seeing the plight of these people through visual means or by studying their stories in the print media and things like that. Day in and day out, for the past 4 days we have been hearing. So it started with the laborers carrying their children on the suitcases, the labor arranging a small truck type vehicle to his pregnant wife and pulling it out of the road, and people going in the roads from Ambala to Chhatarpur barefoot. And one of the BBC correspondents, Mr. Salman Ravi, he has offered his shoes to these people, and somewhere the lathi charge by the police in Vijayawada it happened, and all these things, there are heart-touching incidents. So very recently, this matter has been put before the Supreme Court, and Honorable Supreme Court of India, in some, we can say like this, so Honorable Supreme Court here kept a blind eye or a turned blind eye on the so-called Aurangabad incident, where 16 migrant labor died while sleeping on the railway track. What is that we can do? We cannot stop each and every migrant labor walking on the road. There is no straight jacket formula. It is for the state to take care of. Of course, why should they sleep on the track? All these questions they are put away. It is subjected to certain controversy. Of course, we cannot comment anything against the Supreme Court. Now at least we have seen a heartful judge in Tamil Nadu, that is Madras High Court. So the Madras High Court has taken responsibility to do the right thing regarding the migrant labor. So Justices Kirubakaran and Madam Hemalata, while disposing HCP number 738 by 2020 on 15/5/2020, that is just 2 days back, they have called for reports from the states, and they have given very good orders. We will come to know the orders. Now, this petition was filed under Article 226 of the Constitution of India. You may be knowing it is a petition under habeas corpus. So this petition was filed by Mr. A.P. Surya Prakasham of Chennai city against the Superintendent of Police, Sangli district of Maharashtra, and also the DGP Chennai. So staying the allegations are that about 900 migrant labor and others of Tamil Nadu, they were detained by Sangli police on the pretext that they should not be allowed to Tamil Nadu from Karnataka as per the Karnataka government orders, Maharashtra orders, and all these things they have put. Anyway, he requests the Honorable Court to give a writ of habeas corpus. That means produce all the stranded 900 persons before the court. That is the request they have made. And seeing this petition, now the justices, after taking it on file on 12/5/2020, on 15/5/2020, while inquiring the matter, they sumoto made two others as parties, that is Union of India, that is central government, and state of Madras also. they are made party sumoto, and the High Court, Honorable High Court has asked certain reports from them. Right, now the petition reads that writ of habeas corpus to produce the dead bodies of Ilayaraja alias Ganeshan and 400 others who were illegally detained. Writ of habeas corpus means corpus delicti or produced person, not dead body, they did not die. Anyway, they were detained in the view of the petitioner illegally, but later they have been released. Anyway, so for the release, habeas corpus is requested. So then this matter was heard as usual virtually, that is through video conferencing, and of course on behalf of the Tamil Nadu government, the learned additional public prosecutor, he stated that the government of Tamil Nadu appointed 9 IAS officers to coordinate with other states, bringing the standard persons, and they have been in touch with the other states, and they brought so many persons, and they brought 962 persons, and they have given all the details. Now the observations of the court. Now it starts the important point. Though the governments have taken care of every section of the society to the maximum extent possible, but they have not touched the migrant laborers, migrant workers, and also agricultural workforce. So now they have become the most neglected force, and they are the maximum, or to be precise, they are the worst sufferers. Right, in this season of COVID-19, the agricultural, of course, the agriculturists, we have to thank the agriculture, because they are supplying the food, they are supplying the vegetables, they are supplying the milk. Otherwise, where will we be? So they are the they are the persons who fed the nation. So now the court would like to know whether coordinated efforts have been taken by the government, that is in consonance with the center, to address the sufferings of the agricultural workers and also the migrant laborers. You may be knowing. So the migrant laborers, because what happens is they were there for the past 1 month. Of course, the lockdown, Janata curfew, lockdown, first phase and second phase they have completed. Of course, the companies, the entrepreneurs or the real estate persons who employed them, now they are not also able in a position to feed them. So now after 1 month or 45 days, they have become, number one, they do not have food. Second, they do not have shelter. They were asked to vacate. So when the food and shelter are not there, they actually they have lost the hopes, and therefore they want to get back to their houses. Whether they live or not is a different thing, but they want to get back to their places. So the pathetic condition of these people were shown in the media, and it is like a human tragedy. So most of them lost their jobs. No shelter is provided and no food. So after waiting for a considerable time, that is almost 45 days, then they started migrating to their native places, maybe by food, maybe by purchasing some cycles, maybe in other modes which I have already described. And the heartbreaking stories are reported in the press and visual, and of course on the way some good Samaritans they are providing food which may not be sufficient. These people, they are carrying the children, they are carrying the luggage on their head, and they are carrying the people behind them. All these things you are might have been seeing on the TVs and other things, and without with barefoot, without chappals, right? So added to this, to their fate, every day we are hearing 16 migrant workers died on March 8th. So in the trial where they slept on the railway track and they died. And yesterday, today, even today also it has been reported, just now I have seen. So the migrant laborers, the trucks carrying the migrant laborers, yesterday in UP, both trucks collided and 24 persons died. Likewise, day in and day out, we have been hearing the stories, sorrowful stories of the migrant laborers. Now the court states, India is a welfare state. So welfare state, not a police state. Gone are the days when it was declared as a police state during the British Raj. Now it is a welfare state. So welfare of the people is the most important part of the government. Article 21, what does it say? Article 91 says about the life and personal liberty of each individual. So it is the paramount article to the safety and well-being of all the persons. No doubt, COVID-19 is not only a national crisis, it is an international crisis. Yes, therefore, the governments should extend the human service to the nation. So, and here the court stated there are number of toll gates available on the national highway. So, why don't the governments put certain food packets or water, or at least they can enumerate the persons to where they are going, and at least they can send the people to the so-called accommodations, and from there they can be sent in the Shramik trains. Why the government is not doing all these things? So now the Madras High Court, they have got a doubt. The honorable judges expressed a doubt whether any relevant data of migrant labor is available, whether it is collected in the host state or the other states where they are working, or where from they come, in the host state or in the guest state, so whether any data is available or not. So therefore the states in consonance with the center, they have to work out on this regard. Normally, previously we used to hear that there are only 4 crores of migrant labor. Now the figures are inflating like anything. Now people are saying that 20 crore population is working as migrant labor in one state and the other states. Now the court is, of course, the honorable court is also observing the economic package announced by the Prime Minister, and it is happy that the government is looking to the aspects of the migrant labor. That means one ration, one country. So even though they are at some other place, they can take the ration, and 15 days ration, free ration for all the people. And the government is also thinking of the cheap rental accommodation for the migrant labor. All these things are okay, but now the government wants to know. They have given certain points. These are valuable and important points. Please hear them. So number 1, whether any data is maintained by the government of India or whether by any state about the details of the migrant labor. How many migrant labor have migrated to other states? Whether the center has got the details or whether the states have got detail. So if so, second question, if so, the number of migrant labor for each state, and what is the assistance provided by the host state, then whether the migrant labor are prevented from the so-called whether they are prevented from crossing the borders normally. So vehicles will not be allowed at the borders. Even the persons are also not being allowed. Even in Ongole, people coming from UP, they were stopped near Travagunta and they were put in the shelter home, and after quarantine period over, they were sent back. Likewise, whether any people are prevented at the borders, then how many deaths have taken place. It is being reported that some people are dying. Even a pregnant woman, she got a delivery en route, and after the delivery on the second day, or some people say after 2 hours on the second day, she started walking to her state. Then how many died, and if so, to which state do they belong? So this is particular reference to Aurangabad incident, and the relief measures the government provided for them. So like the Maharashtra government, Madhya Pradesh government, they have declared 2 lakhs, and this Maharashtra government also declared 2 lakhs, so 4 lakhs for each of them, like that. Then how many migrant laborers were evacuated so far, because the government is saying that they are evacuating by Shramik trains, and there is a lot of trouble because in Shramik trains the central government will take 85%, whereas the states have to partake with 15%, for which they are not ready to give, and there is some difference of opinion also. How many of them shifted, how many of them evacuated, and there should be a blueprint for that. What are the steps to be taken in such a crisis period? So it has given 1 week time and posted the case for Mother Trade with all the details. Now at least there will be some movement with the state and also states and also center regarding the migrant labor. Actually, they have become the most neglected lot. So this is all regarding the migrant labor. At least even though the Supreme Court turned a blind eye, at least the Tamil Nadu High Court actually kudos to the High Court. They have taken up the matter and they have wanted all the details. Definitely the governments are bound to give. So thank you.